Welcome to the Kline May
Realty Showcase.
on one of the homes. Welcome to Kline May. I know. If you see something that you see on the show, a little more flow. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to Kline May Realty Showcase. My name is Robert Cook. This is my wife, Millie Cook. We're both agents with Kline May Realty. If you see a home that you like, please reach out to any of our locations or one of us, and we'll be glad to serve you. Thanks to our sponsors, and enjoy the show.
Well, John, thank you for having me back. It's great to see the place. I hope you guys have been settling in well.
We have. It's been a real trial, but we're getting there.
You guys have been through a lot, so we're glad that you're willing to share your story. And I know I've said it several times, but welcome to Broadway. I'm glad to be your neighbor.
We really love this area. It is blended in with us, and we've blended in with it.
I'm glad that we could find the right fit, and I guess that's a great starting point, is just kind of if you would recall exactly how we met and how we came to connect.
You took us out to see a few homes, not really understanding at the time what we were looking for. Fortunately, there was just enough inventory for you to take us around and look at quite a few places. We left Virginia, went back to Idaho, and we found this home on the web. We asked you to come over and take a look at it and do a Zoom session with us. And I'll say to you, point the phone over there. I want to see this. I want to look inside the sink. I want to see what the sink looks like. At the end of the call, we didn't have any questions. We had seen every inch of the home. Virtually, and we fell in love with the home, even not having actually set foot in it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately that is pretty common in this market, the way that things are moving, for people to be buying things sight unseen. But it meant a lot that you guys had the trust in me to kind of give my stamp of approval on the property.
You were our perfect surrogate because you took care of everything for us. We were 2,500 miles away, and I like to have my fingers into everything, so I know what's going on. When I couldn't, you took care of it for us.
It was a pleasure for me to help you guys with all of it. And certainly, we had some challenges, and there was a lot of things about your experience that were unique. The first thing being the fact that you purchased over Zoom and hadn't seen the property till a month later. You had the challenge of moving a long distance. You had to sell your house in Idaho, and we ran into some snags.
We sold our home in 2 days in Idaho, and then something happened with the potential buyers that didn't work well with the mortgage company, and the deal fell through. And it was close to 2 weeks out from closing on this one. My wife and I went into panic mode. See, everybody huddled together, our realtor out there, you here, and we all got together, and everybody got involved in trying to make this a successful transaction. And it turns out that we turned around and relisted our home in Idaho, and he sold it in 2 hours.
Yeah, your agent out there was definitely a big help, but I would attribute the fact that despite that major hiccup that most people don't experience a week before closing, the reason that it ended up well for you guys was twofold, and the first was because of you. I mean, you and your wife just made really quick and smart decisions. The second thing was the fact that there was such a great team of professionals that worked on this.
Everybody knew what had to get done to get this to the table on time, and it worked. And I appreciate all the effort that you and your partners, the agency, did.
It seems like it was all meant to be, and I'm glad that you guys have already got to make it your own.
Still have a few more things to do, but we're getting there.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here, and we appreciate the chance, and again, just everything that we were able to learn and everything we were able to help you do through the process.
Hey, it's Zach Koops with Kline May Realty and the Harrisonburg Homes team. And if you're looking for a 36-acre property with a 6,000 square foot home, gorgeous views of the eastern Blue Ridge Mountains, oh yeah, and a 3.5-acre lake, this just might be for you. Welcome to 5718 Williamsburg Road. The lake is 22 feet deep, loaded with fish, spring-fed by 3 smaller ponds on the south side, all in a gorgeous park-like setting. The 6,000 square foot home has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2 kitchens. Check it out. Walk out one of 2 doors onto a spacious back deck that wraps around to a cozy gazebo and a covered front porch. Not enough? Head over to the Carriage House, perfect for a woodworking shop, oversized garden shed, game room, or whatever else you can imagine. Still not enough? How about a 5-bay garage for your tractors or classic cars? Or a 75 by 45 foot building for your RV?
Hey, you pass me the duct tape?
Thanks for watching this tour of 5718 Williamsburg Road in beautiful Linville. For questions, information, or to schedule your own private tour, give me a call, 540-746-8753. And remember, it's your move.
I love my job because you get to help people complete one of their biggest dreams, which is owning a home. I think DCC is the best place for a mortgage because we are community-based, member-focused. Everybody works together, to make sure that every member is taken care of.
DCC is unique in that our whole operations team is here locally. Don't send your file to another state for it to be processed and underwritten there. You are working with somebody who's part of this community.
name is Linda Chandler. I am on the board of the Shenandoah Valley Autism Partnership. This is our 15th annual 5K fundraiser. This year we're really excited to have it back in person. The last 2 years, due to restrictions, we've done an online event, and although it was great and we had wonderful turnout, today it's great to see everyone come back out in person and have a really good time all together.
My name is Margaret, but everybody calls me Muff. This is my daughter Olivia, so she's my youngest, and I also have an older daughter. She's in 9th grade, Alyssa. Alyssa has autism. And so this is our first year being back, within the last 3 years of actually being in person, and it's a great feeling just to be able to interact with other people.
It's great to see the community come out, support. I have a son that's 19 years old with autism. This is a great race for us because the community comes together to support us. We don't feel like we're on an island.
And it just helps create that community because it's hard when you're not able to connect with other people. So this is a great opportunity to do that.
Church say inclusion is key, and that's what it is. So many of these children are mainstreamed, but they want those friendships, they want that support, they want relationships, and events like this just shed light on that.
This is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and all of the proceeds go directly to scholarships that support individuals with autism living right here in our community.
When the kids are diagnosed, the earliest is usually about 18 months. The team will recommend services such as behavior therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and a lot of times the insurance doesn't cover those costs. So a lot of families are left without being able to afford therapies to help their kids.
To cover iPads, to cover therapy, to cover weighted blankets, lots of things that insurance doesn't cover, and so that's what we're here for.
They can apply for a scholarship, and all the funds that we raise go right back to the community. If I was thinking of moving here to the Harrisonburg area and I had a child with a disability, especially autism, and I was just approaching with trepidation, I would have no reservations about buying a home here and being a part of this community. It's been a great place to raise my son.
We actually moved to Harrisonburg for better support. We couldn't afford therapy, so we actually participated a lot in getting scholarships each year just to help her acclimate to being out in the community. So we did a lot of classes, and we weren't able to do that if we didn't have that support.
Our whole group is a bunch of parents with children on the spectrum, and we also have a tremendous amount of resources on our board. And so anytime somebody moves to the area, they can call us, and there'll be somebody that can help them get the resources they need.
The community support has been key to my son's success here in Harrisonburg.
Kline May always financially has supported the Shenandoah Valley Autism Partnership, and they have always brought light and just to help support the community, because our money goes all locally to scholarships.
If you look at the back of our race t-shirts, you'll see all of our sponsors. A lot of them come out every single year, and they're dedicated to supporting the autism community, like Kline May. And every year we know we can count on their support, and they are such a great organization to partner with the Shenandoah Valley Autism Partnership in our community.
We love being able to support a good cause. So any way that people can support it, it would be a blessing to so many families, not just in Harrisonburg, but literally, I feel like up the West Virginia coast and back down.
Home buyers beware. That's Virginia's motto. So do not buy someone else's problems. Never skip the home inspection. Even if you're buying as is or FYI, for your own protection, get a home inspection from Aztec Home Inspections. We provide home buyers with thorough and informative home inspections, radon testing, and mold testing. Get protected during your home buying process. Know before you buy. Schedule online at aztechomeInsp.com.
Hi, I'm Karl Waizecker, Principal Broker with Kline May Realty. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Q&A with Kline May. This week, our coffee sample is from Red Rooster Coffee down in Floyd, Virginia. And this particular one is called Funky Chicken. Really good. Always love stuff from Red Rooster. This one is a little bit chocolatey. Very, very good. If you'd like a free bag of coffee like this one, send your real estate questions in to questions@klinemay.com, and if your question is chosen to be answered here, you'll receive whichever coffee we're sampling that week. This week's question isn't from one particular person. It's one that our agents have mentioned they're getting asked frequently, and that is, what does the second half of the year hold for real estate? There's been a lot of uncertainty, both in the real estate world and the financial markets overall, and a lot of folks are wondering what's going to happen with prices and interest rates and those kind of things. We're seeing some things that really are a bit encouraging in terms of bringing the market into something a little bit more like balance. In the Rockingham market, there are about 8% more new listings so far this year than there were last year at this point. In the Augusta County market, it's just about even with last year. So that's on the listing side. On the buyer side, unfortunately, the rise in interest rates has caused some folks to hit the pause button or back out of the market entirely. So we've got slightly fewer buyers in the market, slightly more sellers. So we're starting to maybe inch our way towards a little more of a balanced situation. Unfortunately, interest rates are probably going to continue to rise through the year slowly. The Fed has announced they're very clearly going to raise interest rates again, and mortgage rates will probably get around the 6% mark. Sales prices also will continue to rise, but not as quickly as they have been in the past. There'll be a little bit less pressure on prices because of the fewer buyers and the rising interest rates. Unfortunately, in the rental world too, rents are going to continue to increase, maybe even at a faster pace than sales prices. If you'd like to see what's going on in the market with the newest listings, check the link below in the description. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Prowling isn't something to cry wolf about. With a Hawk security system, your home will howl, so you can deal with unwanted prowlers. Hawk Security will keep an eye on the creeps so you can get your sleep.
Hi, I'm Bruce. This is Waverly Cottage. The stagers just finished doing their magic on this house, so let's go in and take a look and see what they've done. Here we are in the dining room, living room combination. Looks like they've set up a card table with a rug underneath and set the table for dining. Setting it up like this, having the table here and the rugs, differentiates the space between the dining and living room. Helps the client realize how this could be set up. Let's take a look at what they've done in the kitchen. Since this is Waverly Cottage, looks like they've set it up with that cottagey look, with a couple cups and a print on the wall, and a cookbook here so someone can imagine themselves standing at the stove, cooking a meal, getting ready to serve it in the dining room. Okay, now let's take a look at the bedroom. Since this is such a small space, they've set up furniture in here, a bed and a nightstand, to give folks an idea of how they could arrange furniture and still have plenty of room in here. This is the bathroom. You can see that the walls are gray, the trim is white. It's really nice and bright, but it needed some color. So it looks like they've put in some pretty blue towels and a blue shower curtain to kind of brighten it up and give it some color. Added a couple things on the vanity just to make it look a little bit more homey. Thanks for walking through Waverly Cottage with me today to see what the Stagers have done to make this little space more comfortable and more cottage-like. I can't wait to see what the pictures are going to look like.
We all want to give our kids the best of everything, the best nutrition, the best education, and the best place to grow up. Even the air they breathe. Lennox strives to provide the best air quality for your family's home, free of indoor air pollutants.
At Landis Heating and Air Conditioning, they can install a Lennox customized comfort system in your home. Let Landis sweat the details so you can relax in comfort. Call my friends at Landis Heating and Air Conditioning today. Get up to $1,700 in rebates.
Thanks very much for watching this week's Kline May Realty Showcase. I hope you enjoyed it. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as always, and we hope to see you all next week.